Hey, this is your last section of the hero uh, sagas that we're going to be looking at, and that is the failed or flawed hero. I have a PowerPoint up already that gives you some solid examples, but this lecture just is to help reinforce some of those ideas. So, really, we're talking about two different types of heroes: the flawed hero and the failed hero. The failed heroes are ones that never achieve their objective. One of the easiest ways of looking at the difference between a true hero and a failed hero is actually in two films. Our true hero, our true epic hero, in The Lion King, fits the same stages and steps that Hamlet does. But Hamlet never takes the reins and goes after his father's killer the way that the Lion King Simba does with Scar. That difference is the difference between a failed hero in Hamlet and a epic hero in the Lion King. Simba takes control, achieves his goals of revenge for his father's death. Hamlet, on the other hand, waxes and wanes and is not sure and isn't quite ready to make the commitment and keeps trying to talk himself out of what is his destiny. And because he basically takes too long, he dies at the end. And his death is, of course, one of the classic ways we see a hero fail. The other way we see heroes fail is heroes that don't learn their lesson and then are doomed or damned to forever keep going along the same path. The greatest example of that is one that you'll be reading, and that is The Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Because our hero makes a very bad decision, he kills an albatross for no reason. He is damned or cursed forever to walk the earth retelling his tale. It's kind of stuck in a time loop, like Groundhog Day, if you've ever seen that film. Bill Murray runs into this problem of repeating the day over and over again until he learns his lesson. In the case of the Ancient Mariner, he never learns his lesson. He's forever doomed. But he's not our only example of this. We look at Jacob Marley from Christmas Carol. Jacob is cursed, damned, doomed, whatever you want to call him, to forever walk the earth in chains, preaching to others like Scrooge the true value of Christmas and the idea of giving to others. Again, this being stuck in the shadow realm, being stuck and repeating forever, are classic examples of the failed hero. Now, the flawed hero is slightly different. They usually do achieve a heroic end, but they're just not typical. Individuals like Frodo Baggins, who would expect a hobbit, a little hobbit, to be the great hero of that story. We also look at ones who are heroic, but may not have heroic ideas behind it. So they may be amoral or even immoral, the ends justifying the means. One of the best examples of that is Batman. Batman may be a hero, but is what he's doing legal, or is he a vigilante? Other examples of flawed heroes are ones that may not really want to be heroic, but are kind of forced into that position. Great example of that is Spider-Man. When Spider-Man first gets his powers, he doesn't even think about being a hero. He thinks about money. He's going to make a fortune as a wrestler. It isn't until his uncle is killed and he hears his uncle's words of with great power comes great responsibility. And then he realizes he needs to do something more than make money. So he is heroic, but he's flawed. He's not typical. He's not our usual hero. So you're going to be looking through these and seeing whether some of these heroes are failed or if they're just flawed. And your last paper will explore that completely. This is going to be due our last week of school, the week of finals. You're going to be writing a paper in which you analyze a failed or flawed hero. Your paper should be 1,250 words and have at least 3 sources. Again, you're going to be analyzing either a failed hero or a flawed hero. So you're going to be establishing the heroic element. You're going to establish why your individual that you chose is either failed or flawed. And then you're going to talk about what it means to be a failed hero or a flawed hero. Prefer you not to choose a piece that we'll be reading in class. But if you can't find anything else, feel free to use one of them. But make sure you do a good job of looking at how they are failed or flawed. I may have one more lecture to do, but I think at this point you've gotten kind of this idea of what a hero should be. You also have on that last week a final exam. So if you have any questions, please post or email me. All right?